welcome to the deep dive. So you sent us something pretty intriguing, a whole package on Luna Bay up on Sparrow Lake in Muskoka.
Yeah, it looks fascinating.
Instead of you having to piece it all together, we're going to unpack it, pull out the highlights, and, give you the inside track.
Yeah,
Consider this your shortcut to getting smart on this.
exactly. We've got the brochures, the FAQs, the floor plans, all the good stuff. Our mission, figure out what makes Luna Bay tick, why it's different, and maybe why it could be a really interesting option for someone.
Okay, let's jump right in. Location, 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 right? And Luna Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Prime spot. Sparrow Lake.
Mm.
And listen, this isn't like way out in boonies, Muskoka. We're talking the very southern tip. It's, what, a 90-minute drive from Toronto?
Yeah, 90 minutes. That's a game changer for Muskoka access, really.
So seriously, makes weekend trips actually feasible, not a huge ordeal.
Totally. And it's not just about the easy drive. Sparrow Lake itself, it's got this great balance. You've got 53 acres, so it feels secluded, private.
But it's connected, right?
Yep.
Isn't Sparrow Lake part of the Trent-Severn Waterway?
It is, which is huge if you're into boating. You're not just stuck on one lake. You can actually, go places. Think Lake Simcoe, even Georgian Bay if you're ambitious.
That is a serious upgrade from just paddling around.
Absolutely. It opens up a whole world of exploring. And the property itself boasts over 1,600 feet of shoreline.
Wow.
Yeah, and a big chunk of that, more than 200 feet, is shallow, sandy, private beach.
Okay, sandy beach is key, especially with kids. Or, just for wading in without sinking in muck.
Right, and the deeper water is apparently great for fishing, good for boating, not too weedy. So, best of both worlds.
Okay, so the setting is pretty idyllic, easy to get to, beautiful waterfront. But what about the places themselves? The cottages, we're not talking old school rustic here, are we? The material suggests something sleeker.
Definitely not your grandpa's cabin, though they do want to respect the site's history. It's been a getaway spot for ages. But the vision is very much modern resort living. They're calling the style a mix of Muskoka Chic and Nordic Zen.
Muskoka Chic and Nordic Zen.
Mm.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So less plaid,
Yeah.
more clean lines and natural textures.
You got it. Think
Okay.
warm woods, lots of light, a comfortable but sophisticated feel, not cluttered. Very intentional design.
In the outside, you mentioned it's not typical wood siding.
No, they're using things like aluminum trim, durable vinyl siding, these striking black vinyl windows. It gives it a really sharp contemporary look, plus covered front porches, which are always nice.
Oh yeah, essential. And balconies
Yep, with glass and aluminum railings. Again, very modern, lets you soak in those views.
and inside. What's the feeling? Cramped or spacious?
Definitely spacious, get this. 10-foot ceilings on the main floor.
10 feet. Wow.
And 9 feet on the second and third floors. Smooth ceilings too, none of that popcorn stuff. Little details like oak handrails with black metal pickets. It all adds up to a really high-end feel.
Sounds like they focused on quality finishes. What about light? Muskoka's all about the views.
Oh yeah, that's a huge focus. They're really going for an all-window cottage kind of vibe. Big windows, especially west-facing in the living areas, and main bedroom, so you get those incredible sunsets over the water.
Okay, picturing that. Nice. And the layouts? Are they tiny weekenders or more substantial?
Pretty substantial.
Mm.
Mostly 3 to 4 bedroom designs spread out over 3 stories, so enough room for family, guests, whatever you need.
3 stories. Interesting.
And practical touches too. Like each unit has lockable owner's closets, super smart if you plan on renting it out sometimes, plus guest closet.
Oh, that owner's closet is clutch.
It-
Keep your stuff safe and separate.
Exactly. And everyone gets their own private driveway, plus a balcony or patio, and they all face the water. It's all about maximizing that lakeside experience.
Okay, let's zoom in on the heart of the home, the living area, the kitchen. What's the look there? You mentioned modern.
Yeah, think quality design, kitchen cabinets, quartz countertops, which everyone loves, right? Durable, looks great.
Totally. Standard now, almost.
Stainless steel sink, single lever faucet, and a full-size appliance package. Good quality stuff. Not, apartment-sized afterthoughts. You can actually cook properly here.
Good, because cooking with that lake view sounds pretty appealing. What about underfoot?
Nice engineered wood flooring throughout the main living spaces and bedrooms. Gives it that warm, cohesive look.
Okay, good. No weird carpet transitions.
Nope. And then practical porcelain tile in the high-traffic spots like the foyer, bathrooms, and the laundry area. Oh, and speaking of laundry, each unit has its own in-suite, front-load stacked washer and dryer.
Oh, essential. Having laundry right there is a huge convenience.
No kidding, no lugging laundry bags around.
Okay, so the style is clicking into place. Modern, bright, well-equipped. You mentioned we saw floor plans. Can you give us a sense of the layout?
Yeah, we gotta look. It's neat how they vary slightly. The left, middle, and right units have differences, but the core idea is that three-story layout, usually three beds, sometimes with a four-bed option. The plans show you where everything is. The living room opening onto the patio or balcony, the kitchen space, bedrooms upstairs, those owners' closets. It all flows pretty logically. Some units even have an option for a two-bedroom layout on the top floor, which adds flexibility.
Good to know their options. And as always with plans, they're a guide, right? Things can sometimes shift a little.
Exactly. Always good to confirm the specifics. But okay, should we talk about the really fun stuff? The amenities. Because this is where it goes from nice cottage to like full-on resort.
Yes. Let's get to the fun factor. The lift looked extensive.
Oh, it is. Buckle up. You've got swimming pools, plural, a big outdoor one overlooking the lake, plus a kiddie pool.
Nice touch.
And wait for it, a year-round heated plunge pool.
Ooh, year-round. Okay, winter dips under the stars. I'm in.
Sounds amazing, right? Then there's a beach, that huge 200-foot private sandy beach we mentioned. Perfect for summer days.
Definitely. And boats. People will want to know about boats.
Yep, 44 boat slips. And it looks like there's potential to actually purchase one for your private use, which is a huge perk in Muskoka.
Huge. Dock space is gold. What else?
There's a lakeside restaurant and bar on site.
Sold. No cooking required some nights.
Exactly. A lounge area with a fireplace, a rec center, a poolside covered patio. They're really creating spaces for people to hang out and relax.
Sounds very social, if you want it to be. What about staying active?
Covered. High-end sports courts. Tennis, pickleball, which is huge, now basketball. A big open field for frisbee or whatever. Plus, an outdoor park for kids, and even an indoor game room.
They really thought about families. Okay, keep going. This list is wild.
I know, right? There's an outdoor barrel sauna.
Classic.
In-suite spa services you can book.
Oh, dangerous.
Cozy fire pits with lounge areas, perfect for evenings. And this is cool, a golf simulator room.
Get out. A golf simulator. Okay, they're serious about year-round fun.
Totally. And that leads into winter stuff, too. Spading on the lake, access to snowmobile trails nearby, hiking trails on the property, and of course, water toys like canoes, kayaks, paddle boards available. It's like an all-inclusive for activities.
Wow. It really is the resort experience, but it's your place. Which brings us to the ownership part. This is kind of different, isn't it? It's not just buy and use whenever.
Exactly. It's a pretty innovative model designed for hassle-free ownership. Basically, you own your cottage, but there's a professional on-site management team that handles everything related to renting it out when you're not there.
Okay, so you get your Muskoka time, but then it can potentially earn income for you. And you don't have to deal with bookings, cleaning, finding renters.
None of it. They manage the rentals, the maintenance, the upkeep, the cleaning between guests, everything. That owner's closet makes even more sense now, right? Lock up your personal gear and let them handle the rest.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So it's genuinely low maintenance for the owner.
That's the goal. In-unit cleaning is handled, grounds are kept pristine, seasonal stuff is taken care of, and there's a 24/7 on-site team for support. They really want to make it easy.
Now, there is a structure to it, right? You have to make it available for rent sometimes.
Yes, there's a requirement to participate in the rental program. Owners need to make their cottage available for rent for a minimum of 200 days a year. That includes at least 2 weeks during the peak summer season.
Okay, 200 days. But that still leaves, what, like 165 days for personal use?
Exactly, which is still a lot of time to enjoy Muskoka yourself. Weekends, weeks here and there.
And the rental income, does it get pooled, or do you get what your unit earns?
That's a key point. Revenues are not pooled. The income generated by rentals in your specific cottage comes directly to you, so your earnings are tied to your unit's performance.
Interesting. That provides direct incentive and transparency. Now, with all this management and these amazing amenities, there must be ongoing fees.
There are. The estimate is around $869 per month for the maintenance fee. That includes water, but gas and hydro are billed separately, so definitely something to factor into the budget.
Okay, good to know. So we've got the great location, the stylish modern places, incredible amenities, this unique ownership model. What about venturing outside Luna Bay? What's nearby?
Well, beyond Sparrow Lake itself, you're actually really well situated. Gravenhurst is only like 15 minutes away. Aurelia and Bracebridge are maybe 25 minutes. Huntsville's about 50 minutes.
So you've got easy access to those classic Muskoka towns for shopping, dining, exploring.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for other activities, you're not far from ski resorts like Snow Valley, Horseshoe, Mount St. Louis for winter fun.
Right.
Casino Rama is nearby for entertainment. And golfers have great options too. Lake St. George, Taboo, Muskoka Bay Club. Lots of choices. You're close to a lot, but you feel tucked away at Luna Bay.
It really does sound like a compelling package. Location, style, amenities, the management piece. So if someone's listening and thinking, I want to know more, where do they go?
Yeah, for the real nitty-gritty details, pricing, availability, all that stuff, the person to contact is Hafiz Imran. He's a broker with Bay Street.
Okay, Hafiz Imran, broker with Bay Street. Got it. So let's try and wrap this up. What's the big picture here, the main takeaway from this deep dive?
I think Luna Bay is offering something pretty distinct. It's modern, it's elegant, it's lakeside living, but with this whole layer of resort amenities and services wrapped around it, all in a really accessible part of Muskoka.
And that ownership model,
Yeah.
it's intriguing. The potential for personal enjoyment plus income generation without the usual cottage headaches.
Exactly. It's trying to take the stress out of cottage ownership and just leave the fun part.
Yeah, imagine that. Pulling up, your place is perfect, the view is amazing, all those activities are right there.
Yeah.
And then you leave, and it's taken care of, maybe even making you some money. So, for you listening, what possibilities does that kind of setup unlock? Something to chew on this week. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.